Well, this is the Knobstone Trail round 2. We're doing the full trail this time. I'm out on the back boony roads here, planting my caches, heading over to the Leota trailhead, which was where we ended the last one. The dog's excited. I think he's scared to death from the thunderstorms we drove in, but he's also put on a few pounds. I think we probably both have over the winter. So. Well, I'm right next to the Leota trailhead here. There's the car. That's exactly where I parked it the last time. We're on the other side of the car. The big hill we came up from was over there. That's cache number 4. So that's going to be kind of a big deal. That's this will be right before we camp night number 2.
Have a good time.
All right, thank you very much.
Come down.
I will definitely do that.
All
right, see ya. There goes my last human contact for a while. But last time I said the car was 25 miles that way. Now it's 45 miles that way. We're ready to go. Mile 0. Well, I want to show you this for a couple reasons. This is called a blowdown, and they're all over the place. And we just went about a half mile in the wrong direction, and I'll show you why. Here's the Knobstone. We came up to this corner, and that sure looked like the trail, didn't it? Well, the trail's actually right on the other side of that tree, and you can't see any of the blazes. So I walked about half mile up in the wrong direction, and I looked up and I all of a sudden noticed there were no more white blazes anywhere as far as I could see in either direction. So I backtracked and finally found my way again. But I'll tell you what, walk an extra mile when you're going to walk 45 is a little bit demoralizing. Look at this. It's kind of creepy. I would not have wanted to be here when all of this happened. And what's kind of creepy about that is sometime between now and tomorrow, I think there's going to be another line of thunderstorms come through, because right now it's got to be 70 degrees, and tomorrow the high is going to be in the upper 40s. Well, this is quite the hill. You can probably see that over there. That's the next one we're going up. So we get to go all the way down there. I think we go down there, and then all the way up there. Well, I just wanted to show you what I look like after climbing up that. You can see the other side over there. That's what we climbed down. We were all the way at the top of that ridge. Go down another hill and then up another one just like this to get to Round Knob. And at that point we're only at 6 miles. Well, we just crossed the road. You can see that at the top of that hill. And I don't know if you can tell how steep that is. But that's what we're going down right after we finish the last uphill. And then in the background you can see the next one we've got to do. Well, this is a first for the trail. We're going to filter some water. We actually have some water here. We didn't have an opportunity last year. There was no water out here, but all the streams are running this time. We've reached a significant milestone in the trail. This is where we started last year. I said the trail goes up there somewhere. Well, now I know exactly where it goes up there because we did the whole thing. But I remember last year this was all tree covered, kind of like a jungle, and then pointing down to the tunnel, heading off into the trees. And now, you know, now the next 25 miles we're familiar with. So, yeah, we're getting ready to do the final climb up Round Knob. That's the highest point up there on the Knobstone. And I remember this road we've been climbing since way down there. Well, we made it to mile 6. Mile 6 represents Round Knob, which also is the highest point on the Knobstone Trail. Well, we have a little excitement coming. Kind of my worst fear. We actually have, that's not blue sky, that's black sky. We have a monster storm coming, and it looks like it's heading right for us. Looks like we're heading down into a ravine or valley here, and I think I would much rather be in the valley than on top of a ridge when that thing is moving through. It looks like a squall line. We're going to go down to a more sheltered area, and then I'm going to try to find something that's protected in case trees do start coming down, you know, like another big tree that's already fallen. Well, a couple of interesting things about this spot. We're down in the valley here, and I think this is where I'm going to stay because see that tree across the river? There's actually 2 or 3 of them down. That looks like a real safe place, and there's actually a shoreline under the river. So much for my theory about the the base of the valley being safe from blowdowns. One nice thing about trees that have already fallen down, they ain't gonna fall again. One interesting thing about this is there's nothing you can do. I mean, we are, even if I hightailed it as quick as I could, there's no place to go. There's no shelters out here. This is about the best we can come up with. So we're pretty much on our own. That's a kind of wiggy feeling, but we'll just ride it out here. So this will definitely protect us. It's almost like a log shelter above our roof, and it's not going. Already had 2 trees go down. I've got the full rain gear on, first time since abandoned dunes. Here's my little shelter. I think these guys will give us pretty good. It turned out to be a pretty darn good break for us, I think. Well, aside from the fact we might get killed in the storm. Well, here's my little spot of the world right now. Already had like 3 trees go down up on that hill over there. It's raining pretty good, but that's actually the direction the storm came from, and that is blue sky. This is where the storm was going. It kind of fizzled. Well, the sun's come out. Blue sky and sunshine. Really dark over there. Well, after a very long, weird day, we have made it to our first camping spot, which is exactly the same spot we camped the first night the last time. We're both tired, man. I'll tell you what, the terrain was brutal today. It took forever because of the storm. Got my sitting tree again, and we'll gonna set up the tent, get some wine, get dinner going, and just relax, and I'm sure we'll recover nicely. Well, the camp's all set up. I'm against my sitting tree again, and I've got my first sip of wine. Oh, that tastes really good. Looking forward to getting some sleep tonight, getting some rest, and I'm hoping it helps me recover, because I'm a lot more tired than I remember being here the last time. So here's that's our cheese spread again. Well, this time I can actually put it on crackers because I have I remembered my spork. He likes that. I'm doing this video just because my dog is so cute. And he is so comfortable right now and ready for bed, and so am I. See that? But just beautiful, beautiful sunset. The temperature's falling. I'm obviously still in my t-shirt and my, by the way, unbelievably grubby pants. You know, it kind of comes with the territory when you're sitting in dirt. Got a tiny bit of my wine left, just enough for a after dinner cocktail. Well, I thought I'd share the restful night's sleep I'm getting here. And I keep waiting for a tree to basically fall through my 1 mil of nylon that's protecting me from the storm. Well, it's a morning of day number 2. But sun hasn't still completely come up yet, but we're getting ready to cook breakfast, our breakfast burrito. Cold, grungy day. It's about 35 degrees. Cloudy as can be. The rain keeps kind of spitting a little bit. We got a long day today. I'm going to make it as far as I can so that we can finish on Friday. This is our breakfast taco. Almost done. Well, we're hiking down the famous hill. I've got my full gear on. I've got my rain hat, not because it's raining, but it keeps my head warm, and I didn't want to wear the wool cap. Probably stylish too, huh? Temperature's probably in the mid-30s, maybe around 40. It's supposed to warm up not much more than this, but we're off. Got going about 8:15. Well, I did find our first cache and all the snacks. I'm thinking when I was marking all the caches, I didn't save them or something, because not a single one of our caches has showed up on the GPS so far. Well, this is a little wild and a little sad. It certainly wasn't here last time. Boy, is it a gloomy day and cold. It's kind of tough to regulate my temperature. I'm sweating like crazy. It's actually misty and drizzly, and can't be more than 40 degrees.
I'm doing a spicy Thai, bumblebee tuna spicy Thai chili with the Ritz crackers. It was a little snack pack I got at Walmart.
And this is the start of that climb I remember so well. It goes all the way up that hill, all the way up to the top of that next ridge over there, which we're probably at 21.5, and it goes all the way past 22.9 where we camp. Jane's going ahead of me. He's got a whole lot more energy than I do today, and he keeps sitting and waiting for me, and he just looks at me like, come on. He just got that look. It's like, can't you go any faster? And I'm just sitting there dying. They just started laughing the last time when he was sitting there. Well, we've reached a pretty significant milestone. This is where we camped the second night back in October. Pretty neat just seeing this old campsite again. We got a lot more miles to go this time though, another 6 miles, 6.5 really from here. Well, this is kind of my view of this hill right before Leota. You can't hide it now. That's basically straight up at least the last 150 yards. And after this, we still have 4.5 miles to go. Well, that's where our last cache is. So we're gonna be really heavy after this. There's the old famous KT sign, and that's where we came from. It doesn't, believe me, it doesn't do it justice how steep it is. Well, last time we were here, we had just finished, and my car was sitting right over there, and I can't tell you how excited I was. We still have 4.5 miles to go through some pretty severe terrain to get to our campsite tonight. This is indicative of the terrain past Leota. And I'm pretty darn sure that trail that Jaden's on goes all the way up that mountain, because we just came down one right behind me. Well, we did climb up to the very top of that ridge, which is what we're on right here. And then as our reward, and Jaden's getting tired of waiting for me, we get to go to the bottom of that one, and then up to the top of that one. Well, we made it to our campsite. The last hill was unbelievable. I couldn't go more than 20 feet without stopping to rest. And we made it 18.5 miles today. We got a spot here, we got a fire ring, beautiful level spot for the tent. We got camp set up. We're at mile 29.1. We did an 18-mile day today. It's cold. Got a wonderful fire going. Little cup of wine. Jaden's out cold. I'm basically eating everything. We're having a feast tonight. Feel great. It was an unbelievable accomplishment to do what we did today in this terrain. Well, it's morning of day number 3, and we're hiking in the dark. It's just barely starting to get light now, but we started, it was a dark. I'm gonna try this for the experience. It's beautiful up here. You can see the lights of all the different towns in the background. We're on top of a big ridge. Cold night, 32 degrees. The early morning view of Elk Creek. Very pretty, still really cold. Well, this is kind of neat. Just past mile 39, probably 39.25. Beautiful pine forest. My feet hurt, I'm getting tired. I'm ready to be done. Well, we're just past mile 40. And yes, it's snowing. Not hard, but it tells you how cold it is. Did I say we were ready to be done? I'm ready to be done. It's pretty, but it's cold. Here's the last cruel little hill. We're already 3/4 of the way up, but they make you go the steepest part at the end. I think we'll be able to make it. That's where we came up. It's a long hill. We made it. Car's still there. 46 miles. Does it feel good to be here and have made that? It was a great hike. My feet are killing me. Jaden's tired. I'm tired. We're going to stop at McDonald's and treat ourselves to some goodies. But the hike is over. We made it. We're through hikers.